Paul Revere made her even more famous. Remember the lines, "One if by land, two if by sea"? On the night of April 18, 1775, the British ordered their troops to muster on the banks of the Charles River behind us on their way to a surprise attack of conquered Massachusetts, hoping to capture all our munitions and powder. Well, as the British troops marched past that church, the sexton hung two lanterns in that steeple, indicating the British were now on the move and taking the water route across the river instead of the land route to the west, which was even longer in the other direction. Paul Revere was one of many that saw the two lanterns in that steeple. He rushed across the river, borrowed a horse at Charlestown, and he rode out into the night, warning everyone he could. Those famous words I was taught, "The British are coming, the British are coming," which was wrong, because in 1775 we were all British and already here. Instead, he shouted, "The regulars are coming out, and the redcoats are coming out." And then grab your musket and join the fight. And he did. The very next morning, at dawn, April 19, 1775, the British troops arrived at Lexington Common and fired on the Lexington Minutemen. The action called today, the shot heard round the world, that was the very first battle of the American Revolution. It started here. Off to the right, we're passing by the Houston base of the United States Coast Guard here in Constitution Wharf. This is where Edmund Hart built the USS Constitution in his shipyard. The Coast Guard is the one branch of military service primarily tasked with saving lives. White hull vessels used in search and rescue. Black hulls or workboats like tugs and buoy tenders. Gray and orange are harbor patrol. The Coast Guard motto, Semper Paratus, means always ready. Next is Battery Wharf. This was the site of the North Battery of cannon, guarding the north end of the Charles River beyond. It was also the departure point for the 54th Massachusetts Regiment, the first free African-American regiment to fight during the American Civil War of the 1860s. That story well told in the movie Glory with Denzel Washington and Morgan Freeman. After Battery Wharf comes Burroughs Wharf, the site of the Harbor Division of the Boston Fire Department. A number of fire department vessels right here. Just like a fire engine on land, these vessels are ready to go at a moment's notice to fight any fire that might occur anywhere along the waterfront. And look along the water's edge, you see a walking trail. It comes up one side of the wharf, across the end, and down the other. And it meets up with the next.